Takže dáme tomu 7 minút. Dáme tomu.
Over the course of filming my most challenging and longest investigation ever, which also left me permanently scarred, there was some lost footage that wasn't included in the original Demon House documentary. For the first time, I have decided to release these terrifying events that include additional night vision investigations of the house. This first part is during one night where Father Mike, the exorcist that conducted the exorcisms on LaToya Ammons, requested to immediately visit the home to unearth ritual items and exorcise them. World-renowned psychic medium Chris Fleming also joined us.
Do you want me to put this down somewhere?
Yeah, in the kitchen.
Counter? Okay.
Do you want to just go down there now, Father?
Yeah,
and let's just get a sense of it.
Yeah, we could, if you want to have Chris.
Someone in that doorway, just beyond the doorway.
The man?
I don't know, I can't see. I don't know what's over there.
Ja myslím v noci. Neviem prečo v noci, ale oni hovoria, že okolo 3 hodiny alebo kedy. Neviem prečo. Prečo sa to hovorí, že v noci sa to deje okolo 3 hodiny, čet? V noci sa prebudzajú temné sily? Nie, tam bol nejaký iný dôvod. Ja som ukázal, že opodstatnenie, že prečo to je v noci.
Chris senses a male entity in the same exact spot where later we capture a black mass manifesting and lunging towards Dr. Barry Taff. Chris then detects a residual energy, again, in the same spot that Dr. Taff did.
Okay.
Oh, it's really bad in there. That same sense of nausea and like you're going to throw up. Reverse peristaltic action. Very strong in there.
Was there reports of banging on the walls?
The boys would often be thrown into walls.
Okay.
That was very common for the kids to be thrown against the wall. There used to be a freezer here, and one kid got thrown against the freezer.
Zach, you're really apprehensive.
What's that?
You feeling like lightheaded or something? What?
What's that?
They don't like me? You just said, I don't think they like you.
I don't think they do.
Okay.
I don't know why I said that.
You gotta be careful because they're connecting through you. That's what that is.
Let's just go downstairs. Okay.
Now, for the camera people and sound, would you want to wear a Benedictine medal?
I actually have my own protection.
I actually have some too.
You're good?
Yeah.
We're good.
As we make our way into the basement, I begin feeling very spacey and begin to spin.
You guys, I feel really just like
You're swaying back and
I
forth.
just feel like
Explain
just
something to you.
dizzy.
I don't want to confirm this with one of these devices, but there's multiple spirits down here that are moving around very quickly, and I'm seeing them move around very quickly, just like I did as a child. They'll make you dizzy or energy, kind of like if you're going to pass out or you're getting really tired, and all of a sudden, you know.
What Chris picks up on here is exactly how the grandmothers said they will jump in and out of people very fast.
Can't watch everybody at the same time. It's like it moves too fast, you know?
Please
Tá bola
respond.
presvedčivá, čet.
How many spirits are down here or in this house with us? How many? Tell me.
Kaj oni?
Oh, here's the number. Play that.
Wow. What do you think the growl?
Father Mike now instructs us to begin digging up the ritual items the police discovered 2 feet below this dirt. They have reburied them, possibly keeping this portal still open.
I kind of don't think we should dig it up. Dig this stuff up.
No, I think we need to close this down.
Takže zamržal duch, Bex, možno to bol susedov pes do piče.
I mean, has anybody dug underneath here yet? They found anything?
The policeman dug, we found several items 2 feet deep, and that's about where they should still be.
Do you want us to dig those items up with the priest here? Do you want us to dig these items up?
It feels like something is telling me not to dig these items up.
I think it wants you, those things to stay. I don't think they should stay.
Dosť creepy je Stardust Ranch, kde sa noc čo noc zjavujú mimozemšťania a typek, čo tam býva so svojou ženou, už zabil nejakých s katanou a dal jej ich krv na rozbor a s ničím sa nezhodovala, pošlem link, ničí.
It sounds like it's trying to speak through my stomach. I mean, it really does. I mean, I don't use it. It's not a normal thing for me. Especially after I ate. Maybe if I didn't eat all day. But I
Changed. Something changed.
Chris begins feeling what I'm feeling. There's a lot of tension in the air right now. What is down here with us?
Who's here now? Something's moving in. It's getting ice cold behind me.
I don't want to dig those items up.
Who's here now?
It definitely changed.
Oh, it's getting cold. It's like something not happy. It's like standing near this stairway.
Show yourself.
kind of interesting is that my stomach growls whenever you make a command. When you're not saying anything, nothing happens.
Why did my stomach do?
Okay.
Hold on. I just felt like there was something inside of my stomach.
Yeah, no, I kind of felt the same thing because I'm kind of baffled. Because you only do that when you're making a command.
Should I get the spray box, see if they want it?
Yeah.
Want us to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, the spirits that are here in this house, this device.
Drží sa v tomto dome, sekuničku, len si otvorím okno, dobre? Otvorím si okienko, to je tak zrápne tieto duchařiny, Lemo. Ja viem, že sa bojíš, ale zase potál. Lebo však si zásni, nemusí mať zasvietené. Klaudia, čo sa stalo so psíkom, či čo? Tvojej kámoške?
Going to give you an opportunity to project your thoughts and also to speak to us.
What part of the body are you making noises in Father Mike? What's in the dirt? Dirt.
Oh, did you hear that? Said it again.
The dirt?
Dirt. It said plain as day, dirt.
What's in the dirt? Dirt.
Oh, did you hear that? Said it again.
Can you tell me the name of the woman? What was the lady that lived here with the 3 kids that was possessed?
Is it Ammons?
Ammons was
That's
the
her
last name.
Oh my God.
Ammons.
Okay.
Wow, that was.
Okay.
Is it Ammons?
Okay.
Wow, that was.
Okay.
Zach! Oh my God, that was so loud. Zach! I need the name of the man that used to abuse Latoya. Did he bury the objects in the ground?
No.
How many ghosts are here?
One.
Just said one.
One go.
The spirit who said one, what's your first name?
Si dali tiež mlieko nie.
A big, giant anomaly flew around you, Chris, and ended like by your shoulder.
Že vraj, keď jej zomrel, tak jeden deň sedela v izbe s ďalšími 2 psíkmi a počula packy cupkať po podlahe na chodbe a počuli to aj jej psi, lebo sa všetci otočili jedným smerom, pričom nikdy iný doma nebol. Zimravky mám ako z toho. Ti hovorím, čo sa stalo. Ti hovorím, že môžeme si robiť z toho, akú chceme piču, aj ja, ty kokos, to je proste, vieš, aj s tým debug boxom a tak, ale ti hovorím, že pár vecí, ty kokot, ako na piču je to, jediné, čo ma o tom nepresvieča, je to, že to, čo sa stalo v mojom okolí, bolo vždy, keď tam boli decká malé krpaté a to nevieš, ak im jebe v hlave a čo oni si vymýšľajú. alebo sú senzitívne a vidia čosi. Ale ty kokot. Hnus.
Shoulder.
Incredibly, as this anomaly manifests over Chris, it seems to also disrupt the electromagnetic fields, causing interference in Chris's spirit box.
We got static going through the... We're hearing static too.
Big static.
Whoa. I need to talk to just spirits that know about this house. Was anybody ever murdered in this house? Yes or no? Yes.
Zbuklo.
Was anybody ever murdered in this house? Yes or no? Yes.
Oh.
Is the boy's name Trey?
Whoa. The floor just creaked right above my head like a footstep.
I heard that.
Did you hear it?
Yeah.
Who's upstairs? Is there somebody upstairs?
Me.
Me. What's your name?
Matt.
Same voice.
What did he say? It was
Matt?
Same exact voice that said me.
Is there somebody upstairs?
Me.
Me. What's your name?
Matt.
Same voice.
In my other investigations, I have encountered other demonic hauntings and infestations where the demons will address themselves as common names to try to trick you into thinking it's a friendly human spirit.
And we asked who that was, and he told us it was Steve. At the time, we were communicating with, I believe his name is Steve.
We kept getting this name on our EVPs about Steve.
Do you want to dig?
Do you want me to?
What happens? Sure.
Tohle je původ toho
As
303
Father Mike
NHG
witnesses
věřili, že v
and
tuhle hodinu
validates
jsou
this
démoni a
communication
duchové nejvíce
evidence,
silní.
it is now
Říkali
time to
tomu
dig up the
účinku
ritual items in an attempt to close the portal.
Okay. Are the crosses manifesting on the top there? Do you see? When we were digging, they were manifesting. They were dripping the oil.
On these steps?
Yeah, on the riser part. Straightest in my gut. So yeah, they were like here, right in the middle. I don't see anything.
They started to manifest when you were digging?
When we were digging, all of a sudden they were dripping.
Was this the substance that the CPS worker touched?
Yeah, I think she touched.
And it made her hand go numb?
Yeah.
Ruka?
Do you not like us digging?
Look at what's that?
What is that there?
What's that shiny thing?
Definitely a sock.
Okay, there's a saw. The lid. There it is. Those are the things.
We begin to discover the ritual artifacts, and as they are unearthed, I begin feeling a lot of anxiety and that this shouldn't be occurring.
Is that a child sock?
Yeah.
Weight is part of it?
The weight, that heavy thing. That's the weight right there.
This is to a window, old wood window. It's the weight.
We saw the little hole there. We thought that our drapery cord would go through that.
could be used to kill somebody too.
But that's what we thought, that it was a murder weapon, or the boy died
Could be.
by hitting him somehow, or choking him. And the shoehorn should be in there. There it is.
Annie's sock. You know.
Yeah.
Those are personal items.
Yeah. Yeah. They went a little bit further over here, but we weren't finding anything at that level. What's that thing way back there? Is that a fingernail? What's that?
Oh, there's a fingernail.
That's a fingernail, I think.
Does this bury in the ground too?
No, it's 50 deep. What's all that black thread next to your shovel to the left, your left?
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Did you?
What was that?
The child.
It's like a child cry.
As I dig deeper, we all hear an unexplained child scream, and incredibly, we capture this on our camera's audio.
The left, your left, your left, your left.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Did you?
What was that?
The child. So we heard a direct voice phenomena, disembodied voice.
That was crazy.
Keep digging. Keep digging.
Zhmotnený
That
hlas.
means something.
Čo je kurva zhmotnený hlas? Čo to kurva vôbec je? Zhmotnený, akože ho chytíš do ruky ten tón? Kokot. Požiadani skopu pod schodami, my si tam hľadajú páku.
Is there a body underneath here? Buried.
Prdol, či čo to bolo?
Said I am.
I am the child.
Said I am. Said I am.
Why don't we go upstairs?
We could also check to see if we have any bleeding from the oils.
Father Mike wants to check the windows upstairs, where before, when the police dug up the items, a mysterious oil-type substance began dripping from the blinds.
Já keď si jednem MDMA v Minzitry, tak vidím zhmotnený hlas, vidím zvuk a tak STT2.
To si jistý, že ja neverím.
Oh God, yeah. It's wet? Okay, that's the man of it. Got it.
It's all
Watch, it's starting right now. Watch, it's expanding.
That just got bigger.
Okay, yeah, no, that's what we...
That wasn't there, because I remember I went through here.
Okay, it's coming. There it goes. Yeah.
You see it?
That's it.
It's going through the pores. Get that on camera.
Yeah.
Look at it. It just got bigger. Wow, look. Look at it. It just got wider.
Yeah, that's what it's doing.
See, look at it. On my finger.
Čo riešia?
See it?
Yeah.
It's like dripping off.
It's like coming out of the pores. It's getting wetter and wetter.
You can see that.
That's getting wet now.
It's getting
A
wet.
ten akože kňaz, či čo to je ten akože ich brat, či čo to je tá sestra, ten, jak sa volá? Čo sú to oničet?
Tady máš ty prachy.
Kamosko ait bit opening Minzitry a som tam hned prvý, Mko už nakupené kludne ti zapnem stream LUL.
To nedáš tebe, nevymýšľaj si píčoviny. Tako je tá rastlina a jaška, či jak sa to volá? To je MDMA a nie náhodou. Ale jaška. To je extáza, aha, kokot. Ten kňaz tam, ten brat, tá sestra, čo? No, nerobte si piču, však neviem, jak sa volá, ty kokos, ten blázen, čo má okolo krku tu, jak polokravatu a používajú ho na exorcista a ináč tomu povie ako. Hlavne nespecifikujú po hlavie. Pedofilíš, to je ono.
Coming out of the pores. It's getting wetter and wetter.
You can see that.
That's getting wet now.
It's getting wet.
Para.
Look.
Holy. Oh my God.
Just like 2 years prior when the police discovered the items in the basement and the house began to bleed an unknown liquid, it is unbelievably happening again.
Is that the same type substance?
It seems the same type.
All of a sudden, I have a very powerful feeling come over me. Something wants me returning to the basement dirt. I can't explain why, but right now, all I want to do is rebury these objects back in the ground, regardless of the consequences. The others have no idea that I'm reburying the objects, and just as I seal the hole, Chris has to sit down and gather himself for the first time tonight.
Málo vody asi. Že ani kameraman netuší.
And I just started getting dizzy. They're saying leave. Leave us or leave.
Can you give us a bigger sign? Can you shut a door for us? Do you want us to leave?
Bych možná povedal, že majú zavrieť uši.
Oh. I'll kill you.
What is it?
It's not like I kill you.
I'll kill you.
I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
I'll kill you.
That's what I heard. You're right. You're right.
I'll kill you.
That's plain as day.
That's plain as day.
Yeah, I'll kill you.
You hear that, Father?
Yeah. I'll kill you.
What is causing these other unexplained things that you witnessed?
Yeah, now we did pull up the items, so and we do probably need to reseal the, so I'm going to do the blessed salt, and we'll...
I buried the items.
What? You knew we had to do cleansing on them.
Yeah, I know. I just, honestly, when you guys are up here, I wanted to just go down there and hurry up and bury.
Počúvaj, prečo sa priznal? Prečo mohli ísť pre tie veci a povedal by, že sú zakopané? A že kameraman mi povedal, že si kokoček, keď som mňa natáčal, ak si to zakopoval. On že čo? To si nepamätám. A bolo by to 1000-krát presvedčivejšie, jak táto ich Lidl... Počúvaj, ja by som mal písať kurva scenáre. Lebo teraz tam prídu a budú vykopané. Jediné to by bola záchrana Bex. Má to ďatvých 7 ktorý sáb. Ako dlho robili tú novú gerku? 2,5 hodiny? 3? 2,5 asi? Ja neviem. Díky za tých 7 mesiacov starec. Fitness Man ďatvých 6 mesiacov sáb. M-ko 8 mesiacov ďakujem. Kulis díky. Máte 13 mesiacov ďakujem.
Why?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I just all gotta do it.
Do you think like something in the house is telling you to do that?
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Obviously.
No, I think wants you to keep this open for them, so you really want to listen to them.
Why are you listening?
If I shut it down, then I feel that they're going to get angry at me. And I feel that I'm more of a guest at their home. That's how I feel when I walk in here, even without you guys. It feels like this is their home and they're protecting something in the basement.
Yeah. No, because you were feeling very sick all of a sudden. Was that when you were burying those items?
Wait a minute, yeah, you were. I was getting dizzy.
Yeah, no, you were getting dizzy.
So let's say this one else down there.
Yeah.
Like when I first walked in here, I felt aggression.
Yeah, I know. What? You just said, I don't think they like you.
I don't think they do. Now I feel like just like
they're not.
But you don't.
They're gonna mess up. They're gonna mess things up.
Father Mike seems bothered at this point and goes outside. I quickly grab a camera and go after him to find out what's wrong.
I am a bit disturbed with you rebearing the objects and listening to those that are unsaved. I have a very bad feeling. To keep it as a portal, I'm not sure that's going to be helpful to the project. And there all of a sudden came a wall between me and you because we were working together, and all of a sudden we're on opposite teams.
I didn't know you felt so strongly about that.
That action just made me feel it could jeopardize everything.
It's obvious at this point that Father Mike has witnessed paranormal events inside this house to suggest that action needs to be done in order to bless the objects and close this portal.
I really did not feel that it was me that wanted to bury this
Yeah,
stuff.
okay.
I want you to understand that.
Yeah. The thing's going to work if it's from God, not from them.
Father Mike needs to exorcise all of the objects that may have been used in the dark ritual in order to close this portal.
Chcel by som čest, aby urobil Maťo z SGH reakcie a oni by si pozreli tieto videá a vždy by to pauzli a rozprávali, že prečo to je ojeb a prečo to nie je ojeb. Počúvaj, miliónový nápad. Ja mám nápady, mne šlapý mozog ako kočet. To by malo videnie ako vado. Vieš si predstaviť Maťa. Počúvaj, predstavte si. SGH, Maťo, hej? Všetci ho dobre poznáte. By kúkal video napríklad toto a komentoval by to, že prečo to je na piču a čo tam dojebali, ak by to bolo lepšie spraviť. A ja by som kúkal na Maťa, ako komentuje to video. Easy clap. Reakcia na reakciu.
But there's a problem. I can't find the woman's fingernail.
That fingernail might be tough to find.
If I can't find the fingernail, can I bring it to you?
Well, you made a good effort to find it.
I don't ever find the fingernail that we reburied, which begs the question, could the missing ritual item keep the portal open?
Did you see evidence that they were still here?
Yes, yeah.
You saw evidence that the spirits were still home?
They were we definitely had evidence. I exorcise you by the living God, by the true God, by the holy God, by the God who ordered you to be poured into the water by Elisha the prophet, so that its life-giving powers might be restored. I exorcise you so that you may put to flight all the powers of the enemy, through the power of our Lord Jesus Christ, who will come to judge the living and the dead in the world by fire. Amen.
Father got really, really angry with me that I buried those objects, so he wants me to do a follow-up investigation of the home to see if the darker spirits are still here, which I will do.
Nie, Bex, ty nevieš, že nebol? Ty si tu nebol, Bex? Však ten kokot sa priznal, že znovu zakopal tie veci. A jedna z tých vecí bol necht. A on vykupoval znovu, tie veci vykupovali naspäť, že idú očistiť a ten necht nemohol nájsť. A oni, že ty kokot. Že skúsime to očistiť, ale do väčší ten necht nebude taký silný, že nedokáže nechať otvorenú bránu. Necht? A čo to je? Necht, nie? Vy máte nehet. V Čechu nemajú nehet.
Now, my work here is done.
Nehet. Co to kurva vôbec je za slovo? Nehet.
In this particular visit to Chief Miller's house, he wants to tell me about something disturbing that happened to him.
No, idem si ostrihať nehety, kokot, nechty, nie do piče nechty. Viem, už aj to je priebaný názov, ale...
Him and his wife immediately after coming home from the demon house the same night.
You get back from the demon house.
Yes.
And what happened?
Went to bed about 2 o'clock in the morning. There's incredibly loud crash in my house down below.
You hear this?
Yes. And it's not like a book falling off a shelf. It's like a bookcase falling. That's what I likened it to. It was that loud.
And was your wife with you?
Yes. At the time.
She heard it too?
Yes, she does. So I grabbed gun, flashlight, and I start walking through the house to see what... I thought someone broke in the house or something major happened in my house. So I came down to the main floor, Zach, and shined my flashlight on to try to find whatever had fallen or whatever was in my house, and there wasn't anything here. And I'm kind of stealthily coming down the stairs, creeping down. I'm looking around the corner, looking in the dark basement, and I'm about 2-3 feet away from my alarm panel, and all of a sudden my alarm, which I set every single night, says alarm off.
Alarm off.
And my alarm can't turn off unless you put in a 4-digit code and actually push off. So that's never happened before. I reach over and I push the alarm again. I set it again on home. And a second later, the alarm says alarm off. So it disarmed itself again.
Alarm off.
Is this the same force that knows how to go in and manipulate DVR settings?
Čo ti jebe?
So how many systems have you installed, Jeff?
Well, I've been doing it for 30 years, so I don't know, thousands.
Have you had a system do this?
No. Never have I had this issue ever.
On bude neprestrelný dôkaz toho, že v jeho pivnici je duch.
So how could the settings be manipulated inside this system if it can't be done?
Only here.
Okay.
Only
here.
On site.
How is that possible then? How is this happening?
I don't know how it's happening, obviously. You know, I mean,
I put 5 in a week. At least, and
This
never
is
had
the
issues.
the second time or the second system that we've had problems.
Right.
You've already had another system in here and you had the same issues. I mean, that's 2.
Right.
And
It's 2.
that's 2. I mean,
Back to back. What are the odds in 2 security systems doing this with the type of problems?
never. I mean, two different manufacturers.
Right, 2.
2 systems, separate manufacturers, having the protected settings manipulated by something unexplained so they don't record.
neviděl. Svrté něco?
No tomu je teda. Zastav to a dělej.
Hovno.
Ten timing.
Není mu nic, vole.
Je mu hodně.
Hovno.
Díky, kámošku, ďakujem.
All of a sudden, everyone in the house, including other workers installing motion lights, hears a woman scream from inside.
You hear a voice go, "Ah!" like that? Yeah, that's what I just said. You guys yelling down there?
No, we weren't.
Sound like some woman yelling or something.
Jesus.
Exactly.
Holy
You heard it. We thought there was a woman right here.
What did you hear, Jeff?
It was just like a kind of a small squeakier, like something like that. And then we walked over here, then we heard it again.
Can you tell me what you heard?
Like a holler, like a yell, like a woman's hollering or something.
From that time period, in the last 3 years, has your alarm done that?
No, never.
Okay. It just coincidentally did that the same night that you were at the demon house.
Correct.
Digging up the artifacts in the dirt and witnessing a minor rite of exorcism.
Correct. So I went upstairs and I grabbed the phone off my nightstand, and like I told you at the very beginning, I charge it up every night because I expect middle of night phone calls. And I picked it up and it showed the battery symbol, and I watched the battery go from 100% to nothing. The phone went dead, and I couldn't restart it.
How many phones is that now? 4.
I'm stunned. Right after the workers heard the disembodied voices at the house, their cell phones did the same exact thing.
Yeah, and my battery just went completely dead.
How much battery did you have?
It was like 97% charged.
And it just went completely dead.
Just dead. I just tried calling you.
And yours?
I went to the Apple side.
What happened with both your phones?
My battery went from 97% to 0 like instantaneously.
Mine just went to the Apple screen.
It did go through my mind that you were at that house earlier in the night, and especially when the alarm went off, and then later the phone discharged, and then I started thinking it might be related to the house.
That just happened.
Right, because we'd just seen things at the house that we couldn't explain, and then I come to my house and see things I can't explain.
I had come to the conclusion, because of everything that had transpired and all the things that I had witnessed and heard about, that it affected women and children physically, and the stronger being men electronically.
Something came back with him. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was that demon, but something came, and I don't want it back.
One of the most terrifying moments in Demon House history was the incident with our cameraman Adam at the hotel.
I want to go to the house, man.
After terminating him from the project for his and our own safety, he later agreed to meet with Jay Wasley, one of my other crew members, to film a polygraph test.
My name is Dennis DeBernardis. I'm a certified polygraph examiner for over 33 years. Retired from NYPD, former private investigator. I was called in to do a polygraph examination on a gentleman regarding some paranormal activity that had taken place in a home in Gary, Indiana. I would like to go over the questions, and I'll go over the responses of the subject. These are the questions that were asked, and these are the subject's responses. I asked Adam if he had vomited in Zach's hotel bathroom.
A to nie nahraté ako, to len čítaš, čo sa stalo.
After filming in the house in Indiana, his response was yes. I then asked him if he
jebe. Tak oni nie, že to ukážu a proste to nejako fakenutý kokot. On normálne tam iba stojí pri tom, chlap, je na piču.
Felt a stabbing pain in the stomach before he vomited blood, and again, his response was yes. The next question was, did you see a demon-like creature in the elevator at the hotel room in Indiana after filming at Zach's house? His answer was yes.
Yes.
I then asked him if Zach's house had made him violent, and his answer was yes, and he said the visualization of that demon-like creature made him both paranoid and violent. I asked him if he was terrified at what he experienced at Zach's house in Indiana, and his response was yes. I asked him if he had experienced severe back pains after filming inside the house, and his response again was yes. I asked him if he had a dream about Zach's house prior to ever arriving there, and his answer and his response was yes. I then asked him if he had screamed for Zach after he saw the demon-like creatures in the hotel elevator because of his fear, and his response was yes. I asked him...
Jebe, to mám piči. Žiadneho tu oného Jima, kedy ho nebudem kúkať, ty kokot. Čo si blázen, ty kokot. Tento scénera bol normálne v 2000, koľko? 7?
He had visions of killing Zach, and his response was yes.